Hey friends, welcome back to Homestead on a Prayer. I'm here today with another Azure haul. So this is my Azure haul for the month of May. You may have noticed that lately I've been doing my Azure hauls more like every other month rather than every month. You know, my schedule has just been pretty busy. I have to drive about a half hour to get to a pickup location, and it's just been working a lot better with my schedule lately for me to do a haul every other month rather than every month. So that's what I've been doing lately. So we'll say this is for May and April, my Azure haul. So let's take a look at what we got this month. So first of all here, you can see I got a whole box of this pasta. So I got a case of boxes, I should say. So I got this, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Bio Natura maybe. This is semolina pasta. I like this fusilli shape because I think that it holds the sauce really well. So I got a case of 12 boxes of that, so that should last me a little while. Next, I got these comfrey plants here. You can see I got 2 of these. These are definitely on the small side, but if you're familiar with comfrey, you know that it will fill in really fast. So last year, I planted a couple of apple trees out in my yard, and then this spring, just a couple weeks ago, I planted a permaculture guild around one of those trees. And if you're familiar with permaculture at all, you know that comfrey is a very commonly used plant. So I did plant some of this already around the apple trees, but I wanted to have a little bit more. So I ordered a couple more plants. I actually have 2 apple tree guilds out there. So I ordered 1 more for each of the guilds. I will link that video below in case it's anything that you're interested in. So admittedly, I probably could have taken my existing comfrey plants, taken root cuttings from those, and just started new comfrey this way and saved a couple dollars. But just with life being kind of busy right now, it was easier and simpler to just buy a couple started plants. So that's what I did. Next, I'm restocking my lip balm. I really like this Singing Dog variety. You can see that I got 3 different flavors. So this is probably my favorite brand of lip balm. It comes in 3 flavors here. I have the vanilla coconut. Also in this bag, I got the vanilla cherry and the vanilla mint. The vanilla coconut is my personal favorite. I really, really enjoy that flavor. But some other people in my family prefer the vanilla cherry and the vanilla mint, so I got some of each. So basically I got a 3-pack of each of those flavors just to stock up for a little while. Next, you can see I got these 2 5-pound blocks of cheese. I got organic mozzarella and organic sharp cheddar. So these look like they're actually both a little bit over 5 pounds, and I really do enjoy both of these cheeses. So this is actually the Rumiano's brand cheese. I know I had it flipped over so you couldn't see this label before, but I really enjoy their cheese. I regularly get the mozzarella, the white sharp cheddar, and also the Monterey Jack, and I have occasionally gotten the pepper jack as well. So those are the primary cheeses that we use a lot in my house, so I buy these fairly regularly. If you've seen my previous Azure hauls, you know that I like to shred up pretty much the entire block at once, and then I'll freeze some of the bags. I portion it out into individual Ziploc bags. It freezes beautifully, so I just defrost it when I need to use it, or basically when I run out of what I have defrosted in my fridge. What I think I would like to do this month is get an actual cheese slicer. I don't have one of those, and while I do find the shredded cheese pretty useful, there are times when maybe we're making burgers or sandwiches or something and you really do just want a slice of cheese. So I'm planning to leave probably a little block of each in my fridge so that I can slice those up as needed as well. So here you can see I got the 3-pound jar of the berry wildflower honey. I've purchased this honey, I can't remember, I think maybe twice before, and I've been happy with it, so I'm just restocking that. Also restocking my organic blackstrap molasses. We were running a little bit low on that, so it was time to restock that. Probably the main way that I use blackstrap molasses is when I make my own brown sugar. So I really do prefer to make my own brown sugar for the most part. I do occasionally buy store-bought brown sugar as well. But I find that buying organic brown sugar of the quality that I really like it's pretty expensive. It's a lot easier to buy just the regular granulated sugar and then buy the molasses that I like, and then I can turn it into my own high-quality organic brown sugar at home. I just put it in my stand mixer. I do about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of this per cup of granulated sugar in the stand mixer. I just whip it up. It works really well, so I like to keep this on hand for whenever I run out of brown sugar. Next, I got this avocado oil here. So I really like this avocado oil because for a couple of reasons. It has a more neutral flavor than olive oil, so it's good for certain things when olive oil might have a little bit of a strong flavor. I also like it because it's better for cooking at high heat than olive oil is. So I do actually have quite a bit of a bottle of avocado oil left, so I didn't actually need this now. The main reason that I decided to buy this now was because going into summer, we use more mayonnaise than other times of the year. You know, we eat more sandwiches, chicken salad, potato salad, things like that. And I have been making my own mayonnaise. I find that if you're buying really high quality organic mayonnaise, it can be very expensive. I have kind of held off on making my own mayonnaise in the past just because avocado oil is fairly expensive. But when you compare it to buying really high quality organic mayonnaise, it actually is significantly cheaper to make your own. So I have been making my own mayonnaise using avocado oil. A lot of times I like to put a little bit of olive oil in it too, but if you make it with only olive oil, it does have a pretty strong flavor and we prefer it to be a little bit lighter. So that is why I'm restocking this. So next I also restocked my Nancy's sour cream. You can see I got a 6-pack of that. I have bought a 6-pack of this in the past and I find that it lasts me a little bit longer than a month. And additionally, the sour cream stays good longer than that. You can see the best by date here is June 13th. But I can't remember if I went past the best by date last time I had this. I think because it's probiotic, you might have a little bit of wiggle room with that date. But either way, it definitely lasted us to the best by date and we enjoyed it. Also, I am restocking my deodorant. This is Pure Natural Crystal Deodorant. So a few months ago, I bought this deodorant from Azure for the first time. I had never tried anything like this before. But you know, deodorant is one of those things that I really prioritize using natural versions. So I wanted to try this. And I ended up actually really liking it. It's definitely a little bit different than regular deodorant. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. But once I got used to it, I found that I did really like it. Anyway, it actually lasts quite a long time too, as far as I had it for several months and it wasn't really close to running out. But what ended up happening was I knocked it off of the shelf. It fell onto my countertop, the cover came off, and it ended up breaking. So there's still a little bit there that I can use, but I wanted to restock it because I ended up losing a lot of it that way. So I do really enjoy this. I find that it works well for me. My husband got it also, just as a note in case this is something you're interested in purchasing. And he said it works well for him on days when he's going to not be doing manual labor, not something where he's going to be sweating a lot. It worked well for him for that. But on days when he goes to the gym or something like that, he likes to use something a little bit stronger. So just a note out there that it might depend a little bit, it might vary a little bit person to person, how much you like it, but for me, I found this really useful. Now you can see I'm restocking my onions. I got a 10-pound bag of yellow organic onions, pretty self-explanatory there. I get these every few months, I really like them. Next, I am restocking my hot sauce. So my husband is the main one who likes hot sauce in our family, and he likes this red jalapeno pepper sauce. So I just got a 3-pack of that to restock. Additionally, I'm restocking my late July nacho cheese tortilla chips. I got a 3-pack of these. I think that this is just a really good snack. It's a good alternative to something like Doritos. This is a little bit of a healthier version of Doritos. Next, I got a 5-pound bag of baking soda. In my house, we do a lot of baking. You know, we cook a lot from scratch. I bake most things from scratch. My daughter also likes to bake a lot, so she also bakes from scratch. So we go through a lot of baking ingredients, and because we bake so much, because we're eating so many of those products, I like to make sure that, especially my baking ingredients, are really clean. So I decided to restock my baking powder, this is baking soda. Last month I think I got baking powder. So I restocked my baking soda from Azure. 5 pounds of baking soda I think will most likely last quite a while, so we'll see how long that lasts. Next, I restocked my favorite chocolate from Azure. If you've seen my hauls before, you know that I really enjoy this. So this is the organic salted toffee flavor. This is my favorite of the flavors I've tried. 55% dark. So I find this really delicious. So every once in a while I like to restock this as a little treat for myself. You can see that I also got some frozen berries. These boxes are actually empty. The berries are safely in my freezer. But I got 5 pounds of frozen blueberries and 5 pounds of frozen strawberries. I actually did want to order more berries from Azure this month. I had a couple others in my cart that I took out the last minute because this month I wasn't able to pick up my order as soon as it was delivered. The drop coordinator was able to hold it for me, but I wasn't sure how much freezer space she was going to have, so I didn't want to ask her to hold 4 or 5 boxes of berries for me. So hopefully next month, or the next time I do an Azure haul anyway, I'm going to experiment with trying a few new kinds of berries. So stay tuned and I will let you know how those are when I get them. So finally this month, I'm trying some of Azure's brand of pasta. This is organic. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But you can see it's like these little ribbed, they're not quite shells, but they look like an interesting shape. This is semolina pasta. So lots of pasta this month. We'll definitely be stocked up. So I haven't tried this specific type of pasta before, but we kind of like to have a variety of pasta shapes in my house. You know, people in my family get a little bit bored of having the same pasta shape all the time. So sometimes that means trying out different brands because different brands carry different shapes. So I just wanted to give that a try and we'll see how it is. So there's my Azure haul for the last couple months. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and just taking a look at everything that I purchased this month. If you have any experience with any of these products, especially the ones that I said are new to me, I would love to hear your experience. If you have any other favorite products you'd like to recommend, as always, I'd love to hear your recommendations there too. And if you are new to Azure, I am going to include my referral link in the video description. If you choose to sign up through that link, that does give my channel a small thank you referral bonus. So thank you so much for that if you do choose to do that. I hope you're having a great day, and I can't wait to see you soon. I'll see you next time.